Hi guys, this is Mr. Chauke. I'm a professional teacher of accounting. If you're watching this, you are definitely at the right place. In our discussion for today, we're going to do last year's SBA for grade 11. We're only going to focus on bank reconciliation. So here they're saying that Joseph Brink lives in Pretoria next to the stadium where all sports codes are taking place. He is the owner of Lotus Traders. He sells sportswear and sports decorated umbrellas. His accountant Jane got hospitalized before the end of December 2023. She suffered from stroke. Jane had already prepared the records for December, but they had not been reconciled. You have recently graduated as an internal auditor. Your uncle Joseph Brink has requested you to reconcile the records for December 2024. So here the question is asking us to prepare the bank reconciliation. Okay, so number one, we must update our cash journals. Number two, we must prepare the bank account. Number three, we must also make sure that we prepare the BRS, bank reconciliation statement. So here let's start with our information. So remember guys, the first step, you must check if the information from last year was already entered. Normally you should also check if the totals for the journals has already been inserted for you, and you must also insert the opening balance of your bank account. So let's check here. So here they're saying an extract from the bank reconciliation statement for 30 November showed the following. Number one, outstanding EFT number 600 for 26,000 2,680, and also the favorable balance as per bank account. So they are saying that we need to note at the bottom. So meaning they are going to tell us about those items that are in the previous reconciliation. So number one, outstanding EFT number 600 appeared on the December 2023 bank statement. So we can now say that this item has been this item has now been reflected on a bank statement, so there's no need for us to record it again as an outstanding item. And then secondly, we are given the favorable balance as per bank account. Now remember, our bank account is favorable on the debit side, so this means that this will be your opening balance on the debit side, which is what we have done here. You must note that your bank account increases on the debit side by your receipts, and it's also favorable on the debit side, and then it's unfavorable on the credit side. It is reduced by your payment. Okay, so that information is very critical. And then next, they're saying that they're given the provisional totals. So if you look at this, our provisional totals have already been recorded for us, so there's no need for us to record them again. Then we proceed to our to our information. Here they're saying number C, the following information appearing in the December 2023 bank statement from PEM Bank did not appear in the cash journal. So remember, this information is in the bank statement for December, but it's not in the cash journals for December. Why? Because we're getting the information from the bank statement. It means that the bank is aware, but we are not aware. So we need to update our books using the information that they gave us. Okay, and then the first one here says a direct deposit. Once they mention a direct deposit, you must remember what they're talking about. So remember, a direct deposit, a person goes straight to the bank to deposit money for the business. Okay, so they're saying a direct deposit from a debtor, J Duma, for 2,190 to settle his account. So this person has a relationship with us. He's a debtor. He's now paying us his debt of 2,500. But in the CRJ, we are only going to record what we are going to receive from him. And according to this, we are only going to receive 2,190. So we are going to come here and show that in our CRJ, we received from J Duma. Remember his name, J Duma, and then we received 2,190, and then we don't have a column for debtors control, so which means we'll proceed to the sundry. We'll say 2,190, and we explain that this is for debtors control. Okay, then we move to the next transaction. The next transaction says that PEM credited Lotus traders with an additional interest of 1,000. This amount was supposed to be interest due to the owner's personal account. So here we were given some interest that was supposed to go to the owner's personal account. So that interest, we are going to record it on the debit side because in the past it was credited. So we are going to correct the error by debiting that interest. Okay, remember the interest was supposed to be recorded in the owner's personal account, not in the account of the business. So we are telling them to take it out of the business account and transfer it to his own personal account. And then next we have a cash deposit fee, and then we also have cash deposit fee of 210, and then also cash handling fee of 1035. Remember, we are regarding these two as bank charges, so we must add them. So remember, if you add them, 210 plus 1035 is going to give you 1245, and then we need to record this in our CPJ. So we're going to go there and record in the CPJ. So we're going to say this is from Pem Bank, so we're going to write Pem Bank, and then we're going to write 1245. So I'm writing 1245. We don't have a column for bank charges, so we go to sundry 1245, and we explain that this is for bank charges. Okay, and then after this we go to the next transaction. They are saying that we received an EFT of 5,400 from Malherbe Econs for a refund to the business. So probably maybe remember these people, we don't know why they are refunding us, but remember our relationship with them is that they are supplier, and mostly it will be because we were owing them, we paid, and maybe because they didn't render a service, they have to refund us. Okay, so remember, we are debiting bank because we are receiving money, so we have to creditors control. We have to remember we are debiting bank, and then if we are debiting bank, money comes in, and then we need to think about the alternative account that must be used. Okay, so you are debiting bank, and then you are also receiving some fund back. Normally, what they will do, they will debit bank and then say that they are crediting creditors control. Because remember what we do, we reverse what was done. Remember, it showed that we had paid. So because creditors control was then debited, we now have to credit it to just show that the money was reversed. Okay, so when we do this, we are going to check who is the supplier. They said it's Amal Hebe Econs, so I'm just going to write M Econs in our CRJ. So we'll write M Econs, and then remember we got 5,400 from them, and then that 5,400, our relationship with them was that they were our creditors. So we'll write creditors control. Then we are done with this, and then the next part, they are saying that let's get what the question says. They're saying that EFT amounting to 1,930 is a payment from T Helbeck, a debtor who was previously declared insolvent. So meaning that this is a person whom we wrote off in the past, and that person is now paying us. So we're going to write T Helbeck under our CRJ. So it will be T Hell. Let me check the surname. T Helbeck. So we'll write T Helbeck, and then remember he's paying us. We are receiving 1,930 from him, and then this 1,930 we are receiving it because this person is a bad debt recovered. Please don't write debtors control, because this person is no longer in the debtors control. Okay, and then the next question says that Pem Bank credited, now check here, they credited Lotus Traders with 720 interest on current account. The fact that they saying that they credited us, it means they gave us interest income. So that interest income will go to our CRJ. So we'd have under details here, would have Pem Bank, and then we'd have 720 here, and then 720 here. When we describe, we'll say this is for interest income. Okay, and then from there we can go to the next question. They are saying that 2,400 was deducted through a stop order. The payment was made to VW Finance. It is an installment for the trailer. Okay, so we are paying an installment, and remember, when we are paying an installment, it means we need to remember what this will be regarded as for that uh eh, that installment. We need to tell what is the installment for. Remember, the installment for VW, our relationship with them is that they owe us money. So when we look at them, we see our creditors. Okay, so it's actually WW Finance. Okay, I thought it's VW. So in our CPJ, when we go and write, we are going to write WW Finance, and then remember they said we paid them 2,400, so that 2,400 will come here, 2.4, 2.4, and we explain that this is for creditors control because these people, we owe them money. Okay, and then next we go to the adjustment. They are saying that a debit order for 1,680 to Gecko Insurance for business insurance. So we paid 1,680 for insurance. So remember the name is uh, Gecko Insurance. So that's a very strange name. So let me try to see how they wrote it. It's Gecko. Okay. So it's Gecko Insurance. And then they said the amount that we paid is 1,680. So we paid 1,680, and then this 1,680, it is for insurance. So we explained that this was paid for insurance. Now let's check if there's anything that we need to enter. And then they're saying that the bank statement on the 31st of December balance, so meaning that we don't have the balances per bank statement, so we need to use it as a balancing figure. Then after this, we move to our the last part of the information. They are saying that the following entries were not reflected in the bank statement for 2023 but appeared in the cash journal. So in other words, these will be our outstanding items. We need to remember that these items will be outstanding. Number one, we have an additional capital contribution by the owner of on 29 December of 30,000. So this was not shown on the bank statement. So we need to show credit outstanding deposit for 29,000. So remember, it must be credited. So that outstanding deposit for 29,000, and then we also have another outstanding deposit, and according to here they said that outstanding deposit, it is for 15,300. So we'd have that 15,300 on the credit side. And then we also check, we are also given our outstanding EFT number 967 for 10,500. So we are going to write that we have EFT number 967, and then the amount they said is 10,500. So that 10,500 will come here. Remember, an EFT, it's supposed to reduce your money. Okay, and then we also EFT number 970 for 27,690. So we'll write that 970 here, and then they said it's for 27 690. Okay, 690. So we are already done with that part. So what we need to do now, we need to make sure that we get the totals of our CRJ and the total of our CPJ. So I'm going to come here and say 2023 December the 31st. Remember, then I'll write total receipts, meaning that I want the total of my cash receipt journal, and then here I'll write CRJ. Remember, under folio it's CRJ. So we'd have also here 2023 December the 31st. Then you are going to write total payments because you are paying this side. And then remember, this is supposed to be shown under CPJ. If they gave you the space for formula, make sure you write that amount. Okay, so let's check here. What is the total of our, I'm not sure how we are going to edit, if it will be clear, because the calculator will sort of hide what I want to show here. So I'm not sure if it will agree. Okay, it's still not working. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me see if I can't try it another way. Okay, so hopefully it will agree now. Let's see if, okay, let's see if the calculator will agree. So to do that calculation, maybe we can put the calculator here. Okay, so so the most important total here, the most important part that they want us to look at here, I'm trying to show us that calculator so that we can calculate. The most important part that we need to show here is that we need to show that we will add our we need to show that we are going to add our information. So remember, it's going to be 9 5 9 10 9 10 plus 12 45 and then plus 2.4, and then we are also going to say plus 1608. So it is giving us 101,235. So we have that 101,235 under our receipts, but we want to verify this again. So let's check 9 5 9 10 plus 1245 plus, oh, that's our CPJ actually, plus 2.4, and then also plus 1608. So it's still 101,235 for CPJ, and then we're going to come this side for our, normally, like I said, you would be expected to make sure that you also calculate your sundry account, so you never know if it's allocated marks or not. Okay, so let's also add our sundry. So this one we are fine. Let's add our sundry. If we say 1245 plus 2.4 and then plus 1680, it is giving us 5,325. So write 5,325 here. Now let's also check. Let's check our CRJ. So here we've done what we've done. We've recorded our total CPJ. So we can just transfer that amount. So it's going to be 101,235. Then you already have a mark for transferring that amount. So please make sure that you transfer the correct amounts that are given to you. Let's quickly do the totals for our CRJ. So for our CRJ, it's going to be 120,000. Okay, and then we are going to say plus 2,190, and we are also going to say plus 5,400, and then we are also going to say plus we're going to say plus 1,930. Let me correct this. Plus 1,930, and then we are also going to say plus 720, and then the amount that we are getting is 130,240. Okay, so we're getting 130,240. You can verify again just to see if there are any mistakes. So remember, you are going to say 120,000 plus 2,190, and you're also going to say plus 5,400, and then you're also going to say plus 1,930. You're also going to say plus 720, so it will give you 132.40. And then let's add the total of our sundry account. So we're going to say 2,190 plus 5.4, and then also plus 1,930, and then also plus 720. So we are getting 10,214. So we are going to write that 10,240 here. Remember, what we are supposed to do here, we are only supposed to transfer the total of our bank column. So 130,240 will come here. 180,240. From there we check, you can see that obviously the debit side is the bigger side, so it means this side we are going on the same date we are going to have a balance carried down, okay, which will become a balance brought down for 2023 January the 1st. It will be our opening balance, so it will be our balance brought down. We don't know for now what will be that balance brought down. So if you say um if you say 14,940, you say plus 132.40, 130,240 is going to give you 145,108. You must check if your calculation for that is right. So it's 145,180. That 145,180 will come this side also as a total 14518. Okay, and then if we take that answer and we say subtract, what is the total that we have here? 101,235. So we're going to say that answer, subtract 101,235. It is giving us the balance of 43,000 43,945. So you need to make sure that you also calculate 43,945. So that 43,945 will also come here, 43,945. And then we take this information to our bank statement. Remember, we need to have balance as per bank account. Okay, I'm not going to write it in full, but for you as a learner, you must write it in full. Remember, for me here, I have the license because I'm also using a bigger pen so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So remember that balance is on the debit side. So it's 43,945. So we'd have that 43,945 this side. Okay, guys. Now, after this, once you are done, you need to make sure that you get our balance as per you get the bigger side. So if you check here, already tells you that the bigger side will be the debit side. Okay, so that total will come here. They didn't underline for us, but we need to remember. So when we add that total, we are going to say 10,500 plus 27 it's 27. Let me remove the calculator, move the calculator to the other side. So 10,500 plus 27 690 690 690, and then plus 1,000, and then also plus 43,945, and it gave us 83,135. So the total that we're getting is 83,135. So that 83,135 will come here, 83,135, and then also 83,135. And then after this, you are going to take it and say we subtract 15,000, we subtract 15,300, and then we also subtract the 29,000. Okay, so our balance as per statement on the credit side according to here. Let me see if there's anything else that we subtracted. I wanna check if we did not make any mistake here. Okay, let me see. Let me check our outstanding deposit. They said it's how much? Oh, sorry, I made it 29,000. It's supposed to be 30,000. I don't know why did I subtract that one mark. So yeah, you must also go back and check quickly if everything that we wrote here it's fine. So remember, we don't have 29,000, it's actually 30,000. So I'm going to erase this here and put that 30,000. So you see, it's very easy to lose marks. Okay, so I'm going to write that 30,000. We don't have 29,000. So we're going to say 83 83 135, and then we say minus 15,003 minus 15,300, and then also minus 30,000. It is giving us 37,835. So our credit balance as per statement is 37,835. Remember, it's on the credit side, and by doing this you will be done with our question. The last part, they're saying that as an internal auditor you do not agree with the use of the service provided by Malhere Aircons. Explain why you do not disagree. Now remember, this person is related to Jane when you read the information. So we can say supplier is related to Jane, and then we can say that this can be regarded as nepotism. Okay, so and then next one, they're saying in your report discuss the correct procedure that must be followed by business when before goods and services are ordered from a supplier. So number one, they must request for quotations from different suppliers so that they can make an order. Okay, because you need to compare between those suppliers, and then before payments are made they must verify invoices against order forms. So you check if what you were invoiced for is the same as what you actually ordered. So guys, we've reached the end of the lesson. If you want me to become your personal tutor, you're more than welcome to contact me on the details that are available in the description of this video, and I promise you that I will make your academic problems a thing of the past. Our lessons are only starting from 500 for 2 lessons in a week, and if you want 3, it's 750. If you are local, I can come to you. If you are far, we can do it online. So thank you so much guys for watching this. I hope it will help you in preparation of your project. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Shalom.